Hi, I'm John Wallace and I'm an English teacher. And today I'll teach you how to score well on part 2 of the IELTS. Here's the question. Describe a risk you thought would lead to a terrible result, but ended up with a positive result. You should say when you took the risk, why you took the risk, how it went, and explain how you felt about it. Follow these steps. You want to understand the question. Break down the prompt into its key parts. Here, you need to describe a risk you took, why you took it, how it went, and your feelings about it. You want to organize your thoughts. Structure your response with a clear beginning, middle, and end. Use the 4 parts of the prompt to guide you. Make your answer relatable by discussing a personal experience. This adds authenticity and depth to your response. You want to incorporate vocabulary and grammar. Use a range of vocabulary and demonstrate different grammar styles. However, being clear is more important than using difficult words. You want to ensure your responses are within 2 minutes. Practice speaking at a steady pace to cover all points without rushing. Now, pause the video, take 1 minute to prepare your answer, and 2 minutes to answer the question using a digital camera. And then I'll tell you how I would answer the question. Pause now. Welcome back. So let's spend 1 minute preparing this answer, okay? I'll think about my own experience and talk about it briefly. Okay. So I'm going to talk about my decision to move from the USA to Asia to teach English. I'll number my paper 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'll write the first or second word of each question on my paper. 1 is when, 2 is why, you get the idea. Now I'll write 2 to 4 words about the first 3 answers so I can organize my thoughts. For 1, I'll write 8 years ago. For 2, I'll write unfulfilled and unhappy. And for 3, I'll jot down worried and almost failed. For the 4th part, I want to write 2 to 4 key vocabulary words that express my thoughts. I chose challenging, scary, adventurous, amazing. For my conclusion, I'll talk about the highs and lows. Switching careers and continents was risky. So now, here's my answer. A risk that I thought would lead to a terrible result, but ended up positively, was when I decided to move from the USA to Asia. This happened about 8 years ago. At that time, I had just graduated college. My job situation was not stable, and I wanted to stop living with family members. I felt unfulfilled. I was ready for a new adventure. I had always enjoyed helping my friends with their studies, and I found their successes rewarding. Despite this, moving from one continent to another was a daunting prospect. I questioned whether I would be good at teaching. What if I made this big change and failed? Eventually, I decided to take the leap. I booked a ticket to Bangkok. People around me were shocked that I would go halfway across the world without a job offer. After I landed, I started to get teaching jobs, first at a language center, then online. I was overjoyed by watching my students succeed, by attending the school of their dreams or getting their dream job. I got a lot of positive feedback and constructive criticism, which boosted my confidence immensely. Nothing makes me feel better than when my students exceed their own expectations on an IELTS exam or can move to another country with their firm. Reflecting on this journey, I feel a mix of accomplishment and excitement about the challenges to come. I've loved and lost, been healthy and ill. One lesson I've learned is finding work that brings personal satisfaction is crucial. This experience showed me that taking a leap of faith can lead to unexpected and fulfilling outcomes. So that's my answer. The answer is good for several reasons. It's not perfect, but it's good. The response is well structured, with a clear beginning, middle, and an end. Each part of the question is addressed logically, and transitions are mostly smooth. The answer includes a variety of vocabulary related to career changes, emotions, and experiences. Words and phrases like unfulfilled, daunting prospect, boosted my confidence, leap of faith add a variety to the language. The response demonstrates a richness of sentence structures, including complex sentences, the use of past tense verbs. There's no major grammatical errors, though there's a few minor inaccuracies here, and that's acceptable. A personal story makes the answer engaging and authentic. This helps connect with the listener and adds depth to the response. But as I said, this answer's not perfect. So I could have given more specific examples of what teaching methods were effective or particular student interactions could have made the story better. I could have used more emotion. And while the vocabulary is good, incorporating a few idioms might have helped with the lexical resource portion of the score. The transitions could have been smoother as well. If you feel this is helpful, feel free to contact me, and I'll be happy to help you succeed on the IELTS. Have a great day.